Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Londrina PES. Gotta try and get this side firing, haven't we, really? They're sort of just lost their way a little bit, like sort of thing, and we're going to lose our way a little bit more. As you can see where the arrow is pointed, yes, the captain Germano is on a downward arrow, so he is not going to be available for this one. So we've had to like just sort of tweak things with regards to the lineup, but that is the lineup that's going to take on Ponte Preta in this one. Also in today's episode, I'll just quickly show you, we're also up against Bento as well, and that's what we've got in today's game. So another away game to start with, but then we are back at home, and hopefully, like, you know, the home crowd can maybe push us across. But yeah, it's just I don't know, just need to find our shooting boots. I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. But you know, we're still doing all right, we're still doing okay. Got that vital win there in late on against Sport Recife, and that will help immensely. But yeah, it was late in the day. Let's try and like take things from the front, as it were, and not, like, you know, get an early goal against us. Like, let's make sure that we're focused and we're ready to go. So let's get into the game against Ponte Preta. So we are at Stadio Moises Lucarelli, and yeah, it's going to be another one of these feisty encounters between the two South American sides here in Brazil. Ponte Preta hosting Londrina. Londrina coming off the back of a 2-1 victory over Sport Recife, managing to get that one over the line. Just how will they do with a debut? Milan is going to be playing at centre back, one of the youngsters that's come through from the youth academy for Londrina, so he's going to be at the back, and we'll see how he gets on. Hopefully he doesn't make too many mistakes. So Macias Bianchi gets his forward, Baggio inside, Paulinho just didn't read that and got caught out a little bit. Boisterousness going on there in the centre of the park. And we've got this coming across here to Oliveira. They've got an Oliveira on their team as well, and that's gone up, and Ramos just putting off the attacker. Silva trying to get up here. Here is Milan. Ramos inside. Barros now. Baggio down the line, but Paulinho wasn't aware of it, and that seems to be the problem right now, is players not anticipating what the other player is thinking, and I think that's the problem, not on the same wavelength, and that's where things are going a little bit awry. You know, the team just not paying attention to what the other teammates are maybe planning, or can't anticipate what they're doing. It's Mendy now. Oliveira back to him inside. Bianchi to Barros. Forward, Baggio knocks it back. Barros now over the top. Baggio going to try and get in behind. It's actually going to fall to Ramos, and he can't get past Magro. It's done well to block that. There's a bit of a break on here. It's Mendy up against Oliveira. Does superb. Oh, okay. Referee felt that was a bit maybe too heavy on the challenge. Let's see here. I don't think so. I mean, it's a soft one to be given there. Referee deeming that he's gone over the foot of the player. Right, played forward. It's come out here. Ricardo, it's a good ball in, and that one just over the bar. Just wasn't picked up there at all, and he was able to get the ball in. It just came straight out to him here, and he was slow to be closed down, but lucky for the away fans, it's not gone in. Macias able to go short this time to Milan. Ramos now. It's got Baggio ahead of him. Into Paulinho. It's gone over the top here. Ulibert going to come onto this. Maybe should have let it come down before trying to take it on the half volley. He's not got the skills maybe to do that just yet. Just seen it come over his shoulder, went for it. but you've got to be a certain kind of caliber of player to be able to pull off that sort of shot. Played forward. Real getting caught. Bianchi. Now they've got all their players forward. Can they catch them on the... Oh, Biagio just gets caught and it's got a chance now. Reginaldo, though, done really well to hold up that challenge. Oh, and that's a poor pass. And again, it's this misunderstanding with the players right now. They're just not reading what the teammate's going to do with the ball. And I think that's the biggest problem. Well, they've misread that one in Ulabert, and what is the shooting is just way off. Like, should have maybe brought this forward a little bit more. Yeah, he had time maybe, and he's just lashed at it. It just seems to be that's the problem right now. In front of goal. Well, there we go. Half time. Here's Barros. Oh, that's a poor pass. And Marelson's in here and put it wide. Well, that was the great opportunity and they've thrown it away. But Londrina are they're just all over the place. It just goes to show as soon as like key member of your team, this being obviously the captain, not on the field, they play in sort of like this, don't know how to play football, not a clue, sort of way of like doing it. It's just the movement is all over the place. The strength is terrible. The runs they're making, they're not anticipating when like a teammate is going to make those runs. It's not happening. I mean, what's that sort of pass there? Paulinho now. I mean, what's that? What? It's just like I say, it's all over the place. It just goes to show that how certain key players can affect the side when they're not in it. But if he's on a downward arrow, he's not going to be any good if he is on. And that is somehow found it out to Geraldo, but Ponte Preta just too strong on the ball. Sasmendi again, he's battling to try and win that, and has done well, to be honest. Oh, that's late. Refs decided to, I don't even know if he has played advantage. Ferrando now down the line. Isas Mendy, we need players in the box, and he's cut inside too soon. Oh, and the ref's actually given a foul in our favour. There we go. Right, what can they do from here though? Bianchi just to float this one into the box, but it's gone too far. Paulinho plays this back across, and wow, they have maybe nicked this. Geraldo, it's somehow found him. I think that's his first since signing. Well, I don't know how it got to him. I have no idea. It went through a bunch of players. Paulinho somehow has managed to find him. He swung a foot at it. It's connected. Keeper didn't see it. It's in the back of the net. Wow. Lovely little bit of skill there from Paulinho. And yeah, just right place, right time. This one. He just hits this, not even looking. And Geraldo's come straight onto that, and he's hit it just enough elevation to get it over the diving keeper, Gilham. So have they managed to get 3 points, which I think is, on attacking wise, I think you'd probably say is maybe warranted. I think Ponte Preta really have all they've been about is strength, not necessarily about any attacking sort of like prowess or anything, but they've definitely been strong, and that could be it. And it is. That's 3 points, a well-deserved 3 points, I feel. Probably some of the Ponte Preta home fans will not feel that, but the way that they were set up, considering they were the home side, they were very, very defensive. They were very strong, and they just felt that that was the way to win the game. And as you can see, only 2 on target from the 5 shots, and that is Londrina's biggest problem. They just don't have anybody in the side that's got good eye for goal, to be honest. And well, they got through it. They got through it, and that's the main thing. And it's 3 vital points. Yeah, so there we go. I think we deserved the 3 points. We were trying. We just don't have the quality. That's the problem. And our players they're just like paper thin when it comes to like any form of trying to bustle the opposition off the ball, and we just get shoved to one side as if we're not there. It's just we've got no strength about them whatsoever. Like, and that's I think is our biggest problem, is we can't maneuver any kind of passage or any passage of play together, because we just get eased off the ball too much. It's like so you're having to play the passes before they come and close you down, and because of that the players aren't switched on to think you're going to play the pass, and it just goes astray. Like, so it's one of them. It's going to take time. It's going to take time to build this side. It really is. Like, you know what I mean? We're only in the first season, aren't we? So we just gotta plow through and get there. Like, you know what I mean? Sport Recife losing again, this time to CRB. Yeah, Americo Mineiro still forging that path at the top, aren't they? So as we can see, yeah, 5 points clear of Villanova, but yeah, only 1 loss to America Mineiro. Same goes for Coritiba, who are actually 10 points away from the league leaders, but we're only 4 points away from Coritiba with that particular win. To me, winning is important, and I can't wait to see you all on match day. Well, that's good to see. And you're probably thinking, well, who is he? Like, you know what I mean? Well, I'll just go to here, and this should tell you that it's not. No, that won't tell you. That's to do with none of our players are being selected for the national team. But yeah, Al Ghassari has joined us. I'll show you a little bit more about him now. If we go to this player details, here we go. So he plays down the left side, and I think the reason I brought him in is because I think that is a kind of a weak area. With Oliveira is alright, but he's not brilliant. He's got a bit more physical contact, as you can see just here at 72, but he's also got some decent pace and stuff like that, and his finishing's not bad either. I just think, you know what I mean, he's better than players that we've got at the club, and so all I had to sort out with obviously his wage, and have to sign him. He's 20 years of age, so he'll come in, and fingers crossed, he'll be key. He's on a sideways. I mean, Oliveira's on an upward arrow, but yeah, the thing with Oliveira is he's not primarily that. He's actually an attacking midfield player. But have we got Germano? No, Germano's still on a downward arrow, so that's not good. Going into this game, so we're going to be without a captain again, but I will start. I thought Baggio did alright, but I will start Ferrando instead of Ulibert for this one. I thought Milan did alright coming in as well, just because Mosquera, as you can see, our lonely centre back, is on that sort of downward trajectory sort of thing, so that I did that as well. The midfield, maybe, I don't know, what is Oliveira's? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. His strength, like 63. Yeah, there we go. That just goes to prove it. So back at home, let's see if we can give the home fans something to cheer about, really. We've had a couple of wins on the bounce, which is good. Let's see if we make it 3 in a row. Here we go. Okay, so here we are, folks. We have Londrina against Sao Bento at the Estadio de Coffee. The home fans will be pleased to see their team back. They've been on the road for the last 3 games, some fans that aren't able to travel will be pleased that they don't only have to just walk a few streets, whatever, and be able to come watch their home side. They'll be pleased with their away performance. Will that now pan out into a home performance just as good? They got a new young 20-year-old starting on the left side of midfield in Al Ghassari. We'll see how he fits into Roberto Carlos's plans. So Ferrando will set things off and running then. It is Baggio. Did alright in the last game, so that'll maybe boost his confidence a bit. ROBERTO now surging forward here, trying to get an early attack going. Fires that one into the box. It's actually fallen to Alguaceri. He just couldn't get it down. There was a defender in front of him, but that a dream start that would have been to his career. Here he is, and he's just knocked that into Paulinho, and Paulinho is having to fight here and gets pushed off the ball too easy. Joãozinho knocked forward here to Roberto. And this is good from Paulo. And it's, oh my God, it's nearly gone as an own goal. I can't believe how many of those things happen in the fact that they nearly go in his own goals. Why do they... I don't know why that happens. Bianchi trying to get that, not able to. Silva just lays this into Helder. The sooner that Germano, the captain, is back into this Londrina side, the better, because they seem to be all over the place without his guidance on the pitch. Baggio now just decided to cut inside. Alguaceri lays this into Helder. What can he do? He can leave the ball behind is what he can do. He's coming at left back and he's not doing very well at the moment. Paulo's in, and that is in the back of the net. Oh dear. Don't know what it is with Londrina. They seem to play better against the sides that we don't expect to get anything from, and the sides that are expected to get something from, they just switch off. So, home fans were expecting good things from the team, but yeah, maybe they were just better away from home. Ramos now whipped in, chance maybe. Oh, is it going to trickle in? And it has. The new debut player has managed to get that in somehow. It sort of fell off him more than anything. Well, there we go. Alguaceri has made an instant impact here. Looking a little bit like Gérard Depardieu. But, yeah. It's just this sort of like lofted ball in. Good header initially. I'm not sure it was that got the header. I think it was Ferrando that got the header. So, Ray Ramos dinks this in. Good header from Ferrando. Keeper hits it, and it has hit Alguaceri on the foot. He tried to establish himself, and he's actually fell into the defender, and then because of that, the defender's not able to get to the ball, and it's trickled in. So, hey, Londrina will take it, I'm sure. Roberto Carlos will be happy to take anything as long as it results in points. Barros now. Here's Milan. Forward. Baggio. Let's try and get that out to Alguaceri, but red. And this is a good ball over the top here to Roberto. Keeper's come and just don't know what the keeper's done there. He's dived the wrong way. Why did he think he was going to go to the near post? I do not know. It's just, again, these frailties at the back, like, you know. It's frailties throughout this side, you know what I mean? They can't necessarily score, they can't defend. It's just, yeah, it's tough. It's tough being a Londrina fan, let's put it that way. Getting the wrong side of him, and then the keeper dives to his knee. I mean, why does he think that that he's going to go that way when it's obvious he's opened up his body to like shoot into the far side where the more of the goal is? But then Matthias here dives towards the near post. I mean, I don't know. So 3 changes going to have to be made here by Roberto Carlos. Right, Ramos, who's been their best player, has had to go off just because he's so tired. So Isasmendi has come on at left back. Helder's moved across to right back. Barbio is come on. Oh, taken out. No, not taken out. Has come on as well because Paulinho is on a downward red arrow now because he's absolutely been terrible. Isasmendi, can he get anything on this? No, he just can't tackle. Roberto, and that's deflected. That's a corner. And Oliveira has come into that midfield as well, like, so I mean, they just hit us at the right time. Really have just hit us at the right time. We can't get the ball off them at all. Helder now. Oliveira. Alguersuari. Ferrando. Through. It's Barbio and he's not... Has he got this? Oh, he's at the post. Oh my God. Just, that's the luck. Right there, and they're going to go down the other end. And will it change to the player? No, of course it won't. Wouldn't change to the player. Wow, and that's it. It's all over. 3 points dropped. Wow. What a absolutely shocking performance that was. I mean, it's good that Alguersuari got himself a goal on his debut, but it was just the team were absolutely awful. Well, that was just awful to play with. Absolutely awful. Everything about them was terrible. Like, you know what I mean, even our goal was terrible, wasn't it? Like, you know what I mean, when it comes down to it, like, it was just they were just so bad. Everything about them, they were just passing. Everything was all over the place, like, you know what I mean, in 2 games. And it just goes to show, it massively goes to show, when your like captain is not available, how much it affects the team. They massively play really bad. It doesn't matter what the team spirit is or anything like that. I mean, we're still in 7th, thankfully, like, you know what I mean. We've helped how Bento get off the bottom, which, you know, is just absolutely ridiculous. But it just goes to show, when you've got, like, you know, one player in your side, and it makes that big a difference, because when it comes down to it, Germano, hooray, he's on an upward arrow, thank God, like, you know what I mean. We massively missed him. I mean, how old is he? I bet he's 38. Do you know what I mean? So we need someone to replace him, and we just don't have any leaders realistically in that middle of that park. That central midfield area is a big issue. It really is, and I don't mean the magazine, but it's just the quality of the players. I mean, they are poor. When you look at all the other players in and around, like, you know, this side and stuff like that, most of them are around 70, and we've got players that are 64 rated, you know what I mean, that are trying to compete, and you literally can't, like, you know what I mean. And the big thing with PES, which I do like, don't get me wrong, I'm not having a problem with this like issue, it's just what I'm trying to get across to you guys is the players are really, really bad, you know what I mean. And on top of that, they were even worse, if that makes sense, like, you know, because it's just, they don't tackle. And I know it's not PES, it's these players, because I can play with better. So, I mean, I played with like Liverpool now and again. I just play around with them, and it's just worlds apart. And yes, Liverpool players are all up in the 80s and stuff, and that's obviously going to be the difference. But it's a huge difference compared to like FIFA. I mean, FIFA, you know what I mean, is nothing in comparison. This is how it should be on FIFA. You shouldn't be able to take a League 2 side and in 5 seasons win the Premier League. Shouldn't happen. Do you get what I'm saying? You shouldn't be able to do it with the youth team. It shouldn't be. It should be massively. You try to do that with PES, you'd have no chance. Absolutely no chance. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to take such a long time to get these. You know, not these players, because these aren't going to be sticking around. But the other side of it is, because there isn't the money to be able to bring in players, it's going to take a long time to get this team to anywhere near, like, you know what I mean, a standard of being able to compete, not only just even in this league, you know what I mean, but forget like competing in Serie A. It's just not happening. I mean, it really isn't. This guy here, Bianchi, yeah, he's nothing, and same goes for this guy here, Barros. Both of them, they need shot off, and we need better players than what they are. So thank you so much, as always, guys, for tuning in. I massively appreciate that. I can't remember if I've already put the video up or I will be putting a video up. Just having a chat about my channel and stuff, and it's where I want it to go, because at the moment things aren't in the right place of where they need to be, and I want to try and rectify things, like, and sort things out. So I'll put up like a quick video with regards to that, and yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Yeah, thanks, like, subscribe, all that sort of malarkey, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Dave from Mumongu Gaming signing off. Cheers.